I have this love-hate relationship with hack culture because they really can provide amazing hacks, but at the same time, often it just puts on the band-aid without actually solving the problem. And so today we're going to discuss how you can make the most of hacks so that way either you just actually remember to use them, or it not only helps you right now, but you actually understand why they're working and you can solve the actual problem as to what this hack is trying to get you to do. Hey there, I'm Misty Rappaport, and I help ADHD entrepreneurs optimize their brain so running their business is a whole lot easier. And today we're discussing the 3 steps to make the most of the hacks you learn. And they're super simple, super easy, and super effective. Ready? So, number one, you want to understand what this hack is trying to get you to do. Number two is give it a name and maybe even add it to your list of hacks. And number three is apply it to more areas of your life. So, essentially, you're understanding what's going on here, giving it a name so your brain can remember it, organize it, keep it maybe a list on your phone of the name of the hack, and then applying it to more areas of your life so you don't have to learn the hack over and over and over again for every single area of your life. Instead, you just take that principle of the hack and then you can apply it to everywhere because you're not focusing on just this specific situation, but everywhere. So, for example, very simple example. Um, if you learn about a hack about batching content in a very specific way, right? You want to batch content so you don't have to be recording TikToks or YouTube videos every single day. So what do you, step number one is understanding what this hack is trying to do. This hack is trying to get you to batch content to do a lot of one task at one time. So that way you don't have to constantly being able to do it. Okay. We're trying to do a lot of one thing at one time. What are we calling that name? Batching. Now, notice the name doesn't say anything about the specific task. So it doesn't have anything about the content. It has it about the principle, about the understanding of this hack. And so that would be then batching, right? Then step number three is where else can we use batching? We can use batching to write emails. We can use batching to respond to emails. We can use batching to cook dinner, for cleaning, even for running errands or making appointments. We can use batching, this concept of doing one of the same task over and over and over again in many areas of our lives. So that way we get the benefit of this hack of condensing one, like of doing one of the same task at a time in many areas of your life. Now I'm going to give you another example, and it's almost like a silly example, and it's very simple, but it will help you understand how you can apply these 3 steps to even more hacks that you learn. Okay. And this one is, have you ever like heard about like taking like a colored cloth, brightly colored cloth, and tie it onto your suitcase like a bow? So that way when you get to the airport and you pick out your luggage, you right away know what suitcase is yours. So even if someone else has the same color suitcase as you can just like, oh, like that one's mine, right? What's the point of this hack? The point of this hack is to be able to easily identify your items, right? That's what we're thinking about. We're not thinking about the fact that it's the suitcase. We're thinking of the fact that it's helping us being able to easily identify something. Okay. So if we go to step number two, that name can be called identification. And you can either just remember it, or if you like to keep a list of all your hacks on your phone, you could open a notes app on your phone right now and just call hacks. And you would write down identification. Okay. Now, where else can you apply this? Okay. You can apply it to labeling your children, right? So they can your children's clothing, so that way you can identify quickly. Now you can also apply to, let's say you're going to a really busy place with your children, with a lot of people, let's say a park, an amusement park, something like that, and you like want to just be extra cautious to make sure that you don't lose them, right? And that you can identify them quickly, even if they're not holding your hand, but they're somewhere near you. What can you do? Identify them quickly. They can all wear the same bright colored shirts. So they all wear bright blue shirts or bright pink shirts, a color that will be able for you to will be easy for you to be able to identify it. What about an important document? You make a mark on it so that way it is easy for you to identify it. Even keys, right? Like if you have many keys and you need to be able to identify what keys is for what, you can identify it either like, let's put on nail polish or some sort of colored tape, so that way it is easy for you identifying it. Now technically all the places that all the examples that I've just gave, giving your children different clothing to wear, or labeling your keys differently, or making an identification on an important document. All of those technically can be separate hacks. If you Google online, you will find different people, each teaching them to you as separate hacks. But by you understanding the principle of what's going on here, you don't have to learn hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hacks. Instead, you can understand the principle and use your own brain to figure out where else in your life will this work for you. So if you've got a hack that you think people can benefit from, put it in the video right below and share with us those 3 steps. What is this hack trying to get you to do? Give it a name and maybe even an example of where else people can use this hack. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you on the next episode.